Good morning. Hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to have some fun today. You know how you wake up in a good mood and you're just like, all right, let's get it. So normally when that happens and a yoga teacher is like extra excited, it's going to be a good day. So we're going to see, how you enjoy it. And we're going to just go with the flow. We're going to go with the flow. So say hello in the chat so I can shout you out. Say hello back. Hello and welcome. If you're new, definitely say hello. Say you're new so I can definitely shout you out. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. I got a lot of sleep last night, so I'm feeling extra energetic. So I'm going to do my best to not be too excited. I'm going to do my best. We'll see what happens. But thank you for waking up this morning and continuing to focus on yourself and doing some yoga. Thank you for just signing in and saying hello. And I just hope that this is just as helpful for you as it is for me, because I enjoy it. So definitely, I thank you for being a part of this yoga experience online as we navigate through life. So I always like to pick the intention card as I'm online and I can do it live. Now, yesterday was truth. I'm going to put that in there and give these a shuffle. These intention cards are really, really dope. They really help to anchor my day, and I feel like they're always on point. So give them a shuffle, and then before we get started, I'll let you know what the intention card is. Now, if you like these intention cards and this is something that you would want to do for yourself, you can always look on my description, and there's a link to Amazon where you can actually purchase some cards for yourself. So let's just have them out here, and I'm going to pick the card. So I'm going to pick a good one today. Let's see what card picks me. All right. So I'm going to set that card there. Put these cards away. How's everyone feeling? If you got up this morning, hey, it's a good day. So you celebrate. Every day you get a chance to wake up and do it again. All right, so I got the intention word. I'm going to set it here because I'll talk about it right before we get started. So let's get started with props. If there's any props that you need for this class, it would be your yoga blocks. So I suggest to get the foam blocks. So if you have any foam blocks, you're welcome to get those. If you'd like to get a pillow or some type of cushion, you can get any type of cushion. It doesn't have to be a meditation mat like this. It can be any kind of cushion that you like. Hello, good morning, good morning. Hi, mommy. All right, so you can get any type of cushion like this. We are going to be on our knees for a little bit, so you can get a pillow now. Get your yoga block. I have two types. I have the cork and I have the foam. The cork one has its purpose, especially if you're standing on it and you want something stable. But with the foam blocks, they really help to give you a better consistency with holding it. It's not as heavy. And then when you put your wrist into it, it is going to kind of give. So it's better for your joints. So that's why I prefer the cork, the foam ones versus the cork. They all have their place. But if you're just starting out, I would suggest to go with the foam. All right. I'm going to tie this hair back as we get started on this beautiful Saturday morning. I'm feeling good. You know how it feels good when you actually get sleep? I made it a point and made that like an intention for yesterday to get good sleep. One of my journal prompts yesterday was describe an ideal day from start to finish. And on both parts of it, the beginning and the end, I said that the night before I would get a good night's sleep, and then that actual day I would go to sleep at a decent hour. So I really was talking about good sleep. It just really makes you feel so much better that following day when you get good sleep. So if you're not getting good sleep, melatonin, just trying to shut down early, trying to establish that the bed is for sleep and other things, but not for TV and all kinds of other stuff. So that's my PSA for the day. All right, we're going to get started with this intention word. So the intention word for the day is challenges. And we all have challenges in our life. We're all going through a global challenge as we speak. Not even with COVID, but with the racial injustice that we have in the world right now. And we're all going through challenges. But even during the midst of challenges, we still find those little rays of sunshine, those little gleams that you still can say, okay, like every day is a new day. So it's really nice to get that. All right, you're a little tired, but ready for yoga. That's good. That's good. We're going to shake the tired off. We're going to shake it off, and we're going to get ready. Even if you got to do a little jumping jacks before you get started. It's all right, because sometimes, hey, it's in that time where you're like, I'm tired, and I'm still going to press through. That's when your body is like, okay, like you're okay to do this. You're okay to keep going forward. So, y'all ready? We're going to get started. We have our intention word. We come to our mat, nice comfortable seat. Start our grounding. We always come to the breath. The breath is what grounds us onto the mat. Yoga is a union. Breath, movement, mind and body. So we allow ourselves to get centered. Come into the breath here. Starting that ujjayi breathing. Inhale in through the nose. Gentle hold. Exhale, release it. Open mouth here. Inhale in. Let's see if we can do it to a count of 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do that again. Close mouth. Inhale in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Close lips. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Relax the body. You can still continue that ujjayi breathing. Close lips. We're going to take that chin down towards the chest. Feeling the stretch on the back of the neck, still keeping those shoulders back, chest lifted. We're going to take that chin down and over to our right side. And then down and over to our left. Back down, bringing that chin back towards the chest. And on your inhale, bring that chin up towards the ceiling, resting the head on the back. Gonna bring the arms up overhead on your inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, bringing those hands down onto the mat. Allow your body to fold. If you have a pillow, you can definitely place it in the middle. On that exhale, walking those hands over to your right side, feeling that side body stretch. And over to your left side. See if you can get a little deeper. As you gently walk those hands back up towards the body, we're going to take those feet out in front of us, give them a shake. Flex the toes back towards the body. We're sitting up nice and tall. Wiggle those toes. We just got up in the morning. We're going to hug that right knee in towards the chest. So I'm going to mirror you. Hug it in towards the body. Now you can leave it here, or if you'd like to cross it over, you can. Completely up to you, whichever one. If your foot's going to cross over, make sure it stays on the ground. If not, just leave it here. So we're going to begin to bring our arms up over our head, turn our body towards that knee, and bring your elbow down. So you can hug the knee in as well if you don't want to get that elbow all the way over. Look behind you. So I'm going to demonstrate holding it in. We're lifting through the chest. So lifting through, keeping the chest nice and lifted. See if we can engage that standing, that long leg, flexing the toes back. Engage your core. And on that inhale, come back around to center. Going to hug that knee in. And then on that exhale, let it come down. Shake it out. We're going to come to the other side. So hug the left in. Give it a hug in. And again, decide if you'd like to place it here on the mat, same side, or if you'd like to cross it over your body. Now you may notice that one leg might be a little giving than the other. So start where you are. We're going to bring ourselves up first, and then around, turning towards to look behind you. Hug that knee in. Release the tension on the neck. See if you can flex that right toe back. So not only are we stretching and we're getting the glutes, we're also stretching our side body, opening up those shoulders. It's a really good stretch. On that inhale, unravel, come back to center. Hug the knee in and allow it to come down. Very nice, stretch it out here. We're going to come over onto our hands and knees for our tabletop position. So within your wrist, we're going to be light within our wrist, heavy into our fingers and that first and second knuckle. So not all the pressure on your wrist. We want to protect those wrists. Keeping those knees hip distance apart, untuck your toes. We're going to place the hands down and gently shift the weight over our shoulders. So we're pressing into the hands. Press into the hands, arch the spine. Shift over. As you press into the fingertips, that first and second knuckle is what's going to press down. Not locking out the elbows, it's gentle bend into the elbows, but we're just pressing away with our hands, or getting that stretch. On that inhale, we're going to lower the belly, bring the gaze up, shoulders back. Exhale, arch the spine, release the air, chin to chest. Inhale, lower the belly, gaze up. Exhale, arch the spine, chin to chest. Going to do 2 more like this at your own breath. So on that inhale and your exhale. Last inhale and your exhale. And when you're done, coming to a neutral spine, shaking those hips from left to right. We're going to take that right knee behind us, flexing that heel down towards the mat. Flexing that hamstring, getting that calf stretch, really feeling that stretch all along the body. We're going to be mindful not to lift that hip up too high. And again, not to press too much into your wrists. Pressing away with your hands, just like we would in our downward facing dog. So just warming up those hands, getting it ready for your downward facing dog, even feeling this on the back of those arms. We're going to lift that leg off of the mat, having it hover, still keeping that hip in line, engaging that core early. We're going to cross that leg over onto the opposite side of our mat, and then shift the heel down towards the earth. So we want to begin to stretch that side body, getting that stretch here. We want to try to relieve any pressure on that IT band. And then on that exhale, bring it back in. Give your knees a rock from left to right. We're going to go on the left side. So stretching that left foot down, bringing that heel down towards the earth. These stretches are also really good for any plantar fasciitis. You don't want to have any of that. That can be extremely painful. I can say from experience. We're going to lift that leg, let it hover here, engage the core, toe presses down. And then we're going to cross that foot over to the opposite side of our mat, letting that heel come down. So continue to press through, pressing the heel down. And on that inhale, bring it back to center and bring it in. Give your knees a shake. We're going to shift that weight back towards the heels. So shift the weight back, bringing your bottom down towards the heels. And you can push away with your hands as well, or you'd like to take the hands behind you and allow that forehead to come down. Either one that's comfortable for you, wherever you are, allow your body to just relax. So you want those shoulders to relax. Your forehead is going to come in contact with the mat. Your knees, your shins, the top of your feet. Knowing that you can come back to this pose at any point throughout our practice today. On that inhale, you're going to bring your head up, having a seat on your heels. If you'd like to take a block underneath of you to give yourself a little bit more room here in between your heels, you can. This pressure can be a little bit intense if your quads are tight. If you have really tight IT bands, it can be a little bit intense. We're not going to stay here long. On that inhale, we're going to lift the hips up, press the hips forward. If those knees are beginning to give you any type of warning here that it's tight, roll your mat. Allow those knees to come up onto the mat or take a pillow. That's completely fine. You always want to be able to have any variations within your practice. We're going to include the arms, bringing those arms up overhead. And on that exhale, we're going to sweep the hands behind us down to almost a forward fold, bringing that forehead close to the mat. On that inhale, sweeping those arms back up overhead, push the hips forward. On that exhale, bring that head back down, sweeping the arms behind you, sweep the head down. So we're engaging our core. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, sweep the arms behind us. Inhale, bring it up. So when we sweep our arms behind us, our bottom kind of squats down. So you're almost in like a squat position with your hips. And bring those arms up one more time. Press into the hips. On that exhale, bring those hands down to your tabletop position. We're going to extend that right leg Bring that knee towards the chest, arching the spine, and bring it through to frame the hand. So even if you need to bring your foot up, guide your foot up with your hand, you can. Allow that hand to be right in the center of the feet. On that inhale, we're going to sweep our arms up overhead. So again, we're pressing forward, taking that knee right over your ankle. Press that hip forward. Feel that hip flexor from that left knee. On that exhale, we're going to bring those hands to heart center. Allow those shoulders to release. Taking that left hand to the inside of the right foot, we're going to allow that hand to come down, sweeping the right arm up overhead. Starting those twists nice and early, stacking your shoulders. Pressing into that hand that's at the ground, bringing yourself up, lifting your chest up high. I know you're doing a good job. I know you're doing a good job. On that exhale, we're going to frame the foot and take the foot back. Come back onto your knee. Maybe give your hips a little rock from left to right. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So taking that left leg out. Inhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. Arch the spine. Bring the foot through. Frame the hand. Sweep the arms up overhead. Pressing into that hip. Lean forward. On that exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Allow the shoulders to relax. Taking that right hand to the inside of the left foot. Sweep the arm up overhead. Again, you're pushing into that hand. Stacking your shoulders, lifting the chest. Gazing up towards the hand. No tension within the neck. And on your exhale, frame the foot. We're going to step that foot back. Give your knees a rock. We're going to tuck those toes. Shift the weight. Push to your first downward facing dog. Push back. Paddle those feet out. This is our first one. Move your hips. That feels good. Introduce your breathing. And then allow those heels to come down towards the earth. Now, this is your first one. You may want to invite a small bend into the knee, pushing away with your hands. Release your neck, looking behind you. Again, remembering to be light on that wrist. Bringing the gaze towards the hands, walking your feet towards your hands. You're in the forward fold. Now, do know if it's uncomfortable for you to bring your feet towards your hands, you can always bring your hands towards your feet. So when you're in your downward facing dog and you like to come to that forward fold, maybe walking the hands back might be a little bit more comfortable for you. And then you can always just walk to the top of your mat to come to the top. So keep that in mind. And I'm actually going to come to that forward fold and then walk to the top and come back to that forward fold. So I'm going to show you that for the first two as we go throughout our sun salutations, just so that I can give you an alternative. So as we're here in our flat back, allow your forward fold, allow your body to surrender, hinging at the hips, allowing your shoulders to relax. Your gaze is behind you, that head is relaxed. We're going to take opposite elbows for our ragdoll pose, allowing those shoulders to release. Elbows surrender towards the earth. Pressing those big toes down, shifting the weight into the balls of your feet. Gently swaying from left to right. On that exhale, come back to that forward fold. And on your inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Press into the feet. Extended mountain. Bring the arms to hands to touch. Slight back bend if it's available. And on that exhale, forward fold. Hands to shin for a flat back. We're going to plant our hands down on the mat. We're going to step back into that flow. You can come down to your tabletop position or your plank pose. Lowering your body all the way down to the ground. We're going to untuck the toes, gently push ourselves up. Lowering our head, tucking those toes, shift back to your table, and then your downward facing dog. Now, if that flow is too much for you, you can always just push directly back to your downward facing dog, and we'll all meet there. And again, whatever forward fold variation you need to get to, I'm going to walk my hands to the back of my mat to get to my forward fold and rest here. So if you're at the back of the mat with me, we're going to gently bring ourselves forward, walking our body up to the front, meeting everybody in that forward fold. Bringing our hands to shin for a flat back. Planting your hands down on the mat, step back and flow. We all meet in our downward facing dog. So however you get there, if you're in your plank, reminder to bring those elbows in on the way down and then shift yourself up. And we meet together in our downward facing dog. Again, I'm going to walk my hands to the back of my mat. You're welcome to walk your feet towards the front. We're here in that forward fold. If you're with me at the back of your mat, let's take our walk to the front and meet back in the forward fold. Bringing those hands to shin for a flat back. Planting your hands down on the mat. Step back and we'll flow again, meeting in our downward facing dog. As we all get here, we again bring those hands to meet the feet, however you'd like to get there, into your forward fold. See if we can take just a few more breaths wherever you are in the forward fold, either the front of the mat or the back. Allowing your body to surrender just a little bit closer, bringing that knee towards the nose, looking behind you. And on that inhale, we're going to bring ourselves all the way up, press into the big toe, come all the way up, extended mountain, hands to touch. On that exhale, we're going to come down to our mountain pose. If you're at the back of the mat with me, we're going to just take a walk to the front. Allowing that body to just be relaxed here, relax the shoulders, move out the hips. All right. We're going to get a nice comfortable position within the front of our mat, making sure those toes are all the way down into the mat. So gripping those toes into the mat. That's our roots in our mountain pose, right? You don't really realize that just when you see the mountain and how big it is, it's so much more that's underneath. So we're just rooting ourselves down to really grip into the mat. Those feet are going to be placed all four corners, grounded down. Slight bend into the knee, relax the shoulders. We're going to begin a little bit of standing variations here, a little bit of balance. So you're looking directly in front of you, not looking at me. Come into the breath. We're going to inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Imagine yourself holding a ball right over your head. You're holding a ball. Feel that energy in between your hands. Allow the shoulders to be just slightly bent, elbows slightly bent, shoulders away from your ears. On that exhale, we're going to hinge forward, still holding on to that energy, that ball in the center. Hold on to the energy, forward fold, slight bend in the knee. Bring those hands all the way down. And then on that inhale, come back up, still holding that energy in between your hands. Press into the feet. Come all the way back up. Press those hips forward. We're going to do that 2 more times, keeping our balance as much as possible. Press into the feet. Begin to fold forward. Once our fingertips hit the floor, we got to that point that we don't want to go any further. Begin to inhale, come up. Again, pressing into the feet. Bring ourselves back up to that standing position. And lower the hands down by your side. All right, we've gotten that hint of being able to root down and ground ourselves. Now let's see if we can take it a little bit further. Now you're welcome to use a wall or a chair, anything that you have handy. We're going to root down into that right foot. We're going to turn the left knee out. So you can come up on the ball of that right foot. You're welcome to keep it here. Or if you'd like to take that heel to the top of that ankle, you can do that as well. So the top of the right ankle, turn the knee out. Let your body relax here. If you'd like to take this pose a little bit further, you can take the foot to the inside of the shin, right below the knee. Or if you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can take that foot all the way to the inside of the thigh. As long as it's not resting on the knee, you're perfectly fine. Now you can hold it there, hold on to a wall, or if you'd like to take it further, you can release the hand. You can take those hands up into your tree pose, rooting those feet down onto the mat. Gazing forward, you're focusing on something that is not moving, that's right in front of you. It's okay for your branches to sway. This is our tree pose. If you come out of it, come right back in. On that exhale, take those hands to heart center if it's available. And when you're ready, lower your foot down nice and gently. Lower the hands, shake it out. Very nice. I know you did good. Bring the weight into the left leg. Again, we're going to pivot out the right foot. You can keep it here. Take that heel to the top of the ankle on the left. Keep it here if you'd like, or take any variation that you'd like to take. Notice that our bodies are not symmetric. One side is going to be like, oh, okay, that was a little bit better than the other. So it's okay. Wherever you are, if you need to hold, you can. When you get comfortable, you can raise those arms. Let your body sway. It's okay. Bring those hands to heart center. And when you're ready, lower the leg down nice and controlled. Lower the hands, shake it out. I know you did well. All right. We're going to do a little bit more balance with that because I think that was really good. Now, for this one, you're welcome to use a block, a chair, the wall, anything you'd like. So I'm going to have that block off to the side because I am going to come to that block. You're welcome to leave it right on your mat, but I want to make sure I have enough room to show you. So keeping your feet hip distance apart, you're at the top of your mat. We're gazing forward, not looking at the TV screen or the phone. We're focused on something that is not moving. We're going to take that right knee up towards our body. If we can hug it in, let's hug it in. If not, we can just have it lifted. On that exhale, we're going to bring that foot behind us. So gently behind us. We can bring the arms out as well. Or if we have our block, we can rest our hand down on the block and bring it out here. So you can still be able to align your body. If you have a wall, you can hold on to the wall as well. Your gaze is still forward. If you don't want to have a block, you can have both hands out or behind you in that warrior three pose. On that exhale, come back up to standing. Bring the knee in and lower it down. Shake it out. All right. We're getting that strength early in the morning, right? Bring the block down by your side. I'm going to show you on the other side here. Again, we're focused on that drishti point, something that's right in front of us, something that is not moving. Shift the weight into the right foot. We're going to hug in the left knee. Hug it in. On that exhale, we're going to lower and bring the foot out behind us, stretching that foot out. Try to ground your feet down onto the mat. And again, if you have the block, you can bring that hand down onto the block. Bring the other arm forward. Or if you'd like to come off of the block and have both arms forward, you can in your nice strong warrior 3 pose. Feel free again to hold on to the wall. And on that exhale, bring your body up. Hug the knee in. And lower down. Shake it out here. All right. I'm starting to get warm. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Stand here in your mountain pose. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Bringing those hands to shin for flat back. Plant your hands down on the mat. We're going to step back and flow, meeting in our downward facing dog. Press through the hands, shift the heels down towards the earth, bend in the knee if you need it. We're going to take that right leg up towards the sky. Now you can also do this if you're down on your knees. So if you're down on your knees, it's the same thing here. And then we're going to bring that foot through. So if you're on your knees, bring it through, frame the hand. If you're up, same thing, bring it through, frame the hand. We're going to stay on the ball of the back foot. Toes are tracking forward. Inhale, bring your body up. This is our high crescent lunge. So we did a little bit of this when we were down on our knees. On that exhale, we're going to open out to our warrior 2. Pivot that back foot down onto the mat. Pinky toe edge, open up. Warrior 2. Continue that bend into your front knee, shifting your hips towards the front. Reverse your warrior, bringing that gaze up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, we're going to do a side angle. So bringing that forearm down onto your thigh, sweep the arm up overhead. Stretch as if you're trying to get something that's right over your head. Inhale to reverse your warrior. And on that exhale, windmill your hands down. We're going to step back and flow. We all meet in our down dog. Bringing that left leg up towards the sky this time. Bring it through wherever you are. Framing the foot. Staying on the ball of the back foot. Come up to that high crescent lunge. Seeing if you can sink a little bit lower. On that exhale, open out to that warrior 2. Pivot the back foot 45 degrees. Open up. We're resting on that pinky toe edge of the back foot. And that full front foot. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale to the side angle, forearm down onto the thigh. Sweep the arm all the way overhead as if you're reaching to get something right over your head. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And on that exhale, windmill the hands down, framing the foot, step back, and we'll flow through, meeting in our downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here as you bring those heels down towards the earth. And we're going to put a bend into our knees, come down onto our knees. We're going to take our child's pose here, untucking our toes. Shift the weight back towards your heels. Hands can be out in front or down by your side. Whatever is comfortable to you. I want you to come back to your breath. Allow your body to release. Shifting your body forward, come onto your belly. Allow those legs to come down behind you nice and straight. Your cheek is going to be on the mat. Allow your body to relax here. We're going to take a bend into that right knee. See if we can reach our hand back, or if you have a strap, place a strap along your feet. Bend that knee towards your body. Getting that knee down towards the glute. Keep breathing. Releasing the leg. And then holding in the left leg, bringing that knee towards the glute. Reaching that hand back to hold the top of the foot. Bringing that heel close to the glute. Stretching the hip and the top of the leg. On that exhale, release the foot down. Give it a rock, a windshield wiper rock from left to right, both feet. We're releasing that tension on the lower back. And then just as a bonus, if you'd like to bend both knees down towards your glute, and you'd like to hold the tops of both feet, you can bend both of them down towards the earth, towards your hips, trying to keep those knees together as much as possible. This is really good stretch on the hip and the quads. And on that exhale, release them down. Just take a breath here. Taking those hands underneath of our shoulders, press ourselves back to that tabletop position. Readjust your body where needed. Give your knees a rock from left to right. As we bring ourselves down to have a seat on our bottom, swinging those feet in front of us. Rock your body until the fleshy part is on your mat. We're going to have those heels down onto the mat. Letting your body sit up nice and tall, lifting that chest nice and high. If you're not at the front of your mat where your body can lay down all the way, you may want to adjust your body and then lower your body all the way down onto your mat. Readjust if necessary. Take that time, take that breath to allow your body to get soft on your back. We're going to put a bend into both knees, feet flat on the mat. Readjust your lower back to where that lower back is flat on the mat. So you may want to just gently tilt your pelvis. Let your body relax here. We're going to press into the feet. Having those elbows down by our side, bringing the elbows nice in and close. The hands can be up, robot arms, or maybe a gentle, not a fist, but just gently folding the hands in. Pressing into the feet are pointing forward. Lift those hips up towards the sky. So you're pressing into the feet, press into the arms to lift those hips. Keeping your neck relaxed on the mat. Releasing any tension in the shoulders. And just keep lifting the hips. On your exhale, lower the body back down. And relax. Give your knees a rock from left to right. We're going to do that one more time. Bringing those knees to stillness, elbows down into the ribs, and press into the feet, lift the hips. See if you can press and lift up just a little bit higher this time. Press into that big toe. And on that exhale, lower your body down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a rock from left to right. Taking those hands out to a T. Letting those knees fall over to one side. Taking your gaze away from your knees for your supine twist. Letting your shoulders relax. Keeping those knees stacked as much as possible. We're going to engage our core. Keep those knees together as much as possible. Bring them back up to center and let them fall over to the other side, turning your gaze away from your knees. Letting your body just get a little more calm on the mat. Letting your body surrender into the mat. Slowing your breathing. We're going to engage the core. Take the knees back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Give it a rock. And when you're ready, I'm going to lower down the right leg. Keep the left hugged in. Just feeling that stretch in that right hip. Release any tension on the shoulders. We don't want to be hugged up. We want to release the shoulders down. And then we're going to swap the legs out. So lower down the left, hug in the right. We're going to swap 2 more times, engaging that core. So engage the core, keep the belly strong, hug it in. Maybe we don't use the arms. Maybe we just hug it in using our core. Maybe the leg hovers, maybe it falls. Either one, you decide. We're going to swap again. Swapping those legs, hugging the knees in with our core. And last swap. And on that exhale, we release both legs down all the way into the earth. Inhale, bringing those arms up overhead. Feeling a nice stretch like we just got out of bed. But we're waking our bodies up, getting our bodies ready. And on that exhale, we're bringing one hand over the heart and one hand over the belly. Allowing our body to get nice and soft. As we bring our attention back to the original intention that we set at our practice. Rather, if you choose to go with the intention word of challenges or your own personal intention, we let that allow us to come to our grounding place as we release tension from the crown of our head down to our toes, starting in between our brows, unclenching our jaw, allowing those shoulders to relax, releasing the tension from your lower back, spine coming in contact with the mat as much as possible. Your hips are relaxed. Knees, ankles, and toes are heavy on the mat. With every exhale, letting your body just soak into the mat just a little bit more. We all have challenges in life. There are obstacles that come up. They may be lessons learned for us. But we know that challenges define us. They make us better. They teach us. We are not our mistakes. We are people who thrive even in the midst of challenge. You are stronger than you appear. So when there is challenges, know that you can lean on your community. Come back to your breath. Come back to what grounds you. Sometimes taking a side step doesn't mean that you can't continue on with your original goal. We just face our challenges head on, knowing that challenging times don't last always. As we look on the positive side of challenge, yoga can be a challenge. And every day you attempt this challenge, it gets easier and easier. A challenge is something that we strive for. And when we meet a challenge, when we face it head on and we have victory, it just makes us feel so good. You made it through this challenging yoga flow today. And you should be very, very proud of yourself. I want you to take 2 more breaths of stillness. As you take this time to appreciate you, as we gently bring awareness back into our bodies and back into this space, inviting movement, wiggling our fingers and our toes, allowing our breath to deepen. And when we're ready, hugging our knees into our chest. One last time for our practice today. Gently rolling over to one side, cradling your head if you need it. And when you're ready to reconnect with the world, you can use that top hand to push yourself back up into a seated position. Any comfortable variation. Bringing those hands to heart center, your thumbs into your chest. I want you to thank yourself. This was a challenging yoga practice, and you made it. Thank your body for supporting you within this challenging postures today. I thank you for allowing me to share my practice with you. I want you to take this victory, this energy off the mat and onto your day. Enjoy your day and let it fill you. Embrace your challenges that come up. Namaste. I thank you so much for enjoying this practice. I hope that you got a lot out of it. If you did, please press the like button, share, and then also, let me know how you enjoyed it inside of the chat. I definitely would like to get the feedback from today's practice. All right, we got Dre Baby, we got Jackie, hello, and Walter. I hope you enjoyed it. Please press the like button so that I know that you enjoyed it. It was a challenge today. And then, sometimes there's challenges in life. With our bodies, we want to keep pushing ourselves, keep pushing, because that's when we really get to see the differences in our body. And I believe this is week 9. If you've been with us for all of these weeks, I'm pretty sure that it's gotten easier. We have ebbs and flows where one week our body is just like, not today. And then other weeks where our body is like, I went into that posture a little bit easier. So it gets better. Your back feels so much better. That is great. That is great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I see the likes coming in. Thank you. Thank you. This was a challenge. Your body felt tight, feels a little better. That is great. That is great. I just got a new toy. It's a little hand massager that I'm really, really excited about. I will share a video on that because I feel like that's really helpful to allow your body to just kind of get a little bit better. I'll actually show you this little handy massager here. It's really, really cool. I was trying it out last night. It's not that loud, so I'll probably make a video where I'll just kind of demo it. I got it on Amazon, and I really, really like it. It really helps to just kind of ease the tense muscles. It comes in all the little kits. So this was something that I definitely used yesterday because outside of my yoga practice, I'm trying to push it up a little bit and trying to get into a little bit more cardio exercises. So got to keep pushing, right? Summertime is here, right? If for the ladies, hot girl summer, it's here. It's here. It's here, ladies. And guess what? They're gonna get whatever body we got. They're gonna get whatever body we got. It's here. Look, we've been in quarantine. You're gonna get whatever we got, and you're gonna take it. You're gonna like it. Oh, okay. Your feet. All right. Your feet, your hands. Okay. And we got a practice that's coming up. So I like to take requests. Please let me know what practices you like and what things you want me to do. So every Wednesday, a new class will post. And those are all requested classes. So someone wanted a 20-minute flow, and that class posted last week. So there's different classes. Every Wednesday, you are promised to have a new just recorded session of anything that's in the queue for all of the requests. So I know that the fingers and the toes, that was another request. And I like to do a lot of research before I do each one. So that one is another one that's coming. All right, I'm going to let you go and enjoy your day. I thank you so much, Dre Baby, Jackie, Mommy. I appreciate everyone who still sticks around. This is 9 weeks in, and we're going to continue on. I thank you. I love you. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. I thank you so much. Have a good one.